and online, WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny but chilly good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henney here at Radio Center, where looking outside, we've got brilliant sunshine, but obviously those temperatures a little bit on the cool side. Matter of fact, where we are right now is what the average low is for this time of the year. And we started off the morning a little bit on the chilly side as well. Some areas didn't get any frost, but they did the night before. Other folks that did not have a frost the night before had it last night. It does appear as though, as we go through the forecast here in just a minute or two, we are going to be talking about the likelihood of a frost in not only the areas where you have seen some so far, but also in areas where you have not. Temperatures, for the most part, are going to be dropping down. I think right around the immediate area here, 34 degrees is not out of the question. And for some folks that had been seeing 31 and 32 degrees overnight last night, it is going to be a little bit cooler than that. Currently, we are at 47 degrees at the airport, 47 here at Radio Center. Downtown Midland is at 48. Downtown Bay City is coming in at 46. We have a northeast breeze, 16 miles per hour. So, yeah, even though they don't record a wind chill, it is pretty chilly out there. 30.12 and rising is the barometric pressure, and that's the reason why we have the chilly air. We've got a big high-pressure system north of Lake Superior. It does appear as though that high is going to be moving in a south-southeasterly direction over the next couple of days, and eventually we are going to be getting more of a southerly breeze. Matter of fact, the southeast breeze, I want to say 8 to 10 miles per hour tonight, so maybe that might help in some areas. Again, with a little bit of a breeze, the likelihood of a frost isn't quite so bad, but we are going to be looking at mostly clear skies. We have seen some clouds around this morning, and whatever clouds there are, they will be tapering off and moving out rather rapidly as we go through the day. That's why we're only projecting a high temperature of about 56 degrees with that chilly northeast breeze. Tonight, as I said, clear skies, frosty conditions around. For our fruit and vegetable folks, especially on the west side of the state, they're not going to get the cold air tonight like we are. A lot of it, obviously, a function of the water and that east and northeast breeze causing the very chilly temperatures. But over on the west side of the state, things are a little bit warmer. As a matter of fact, Holland, Grand Rapids, Ionia, Kalamazoo, Ludington, even Mount Pleasant, they're looking at 50 degrees right now. Muskegon, South Haven, they're all talking 55, 56, 57. Benton Harbor is looking at 58 degrees. And then you get a little bit further north, the Traverse City area is about where we are right now. Rogers City, though, obviously a little cooler. Rogers City is reporting this hour 38 degrees. And then you get a little bit further up north, Upper Peninsula, 40, 41, 42 degrees, very common. Mackinac Island's coming in at 35. So obviously the lilacs are not progressing very quickly in that part of the state. Detroit is reporting 52, but Bad Axe, you're looking at 43 degrees. Caro's at 47. And overnight, we had some pretty chilly temperatures, low to mid 30s over in Michigan's Thumb in some spots. And we're also seeing some low 30s even being reported in the Great Lakes Bay area. A couple of the locations around Midland, we're looking at 32, 33 degrees this morning. A little bit cooler than what they were in Gladwin. Matter of fact, looking at West Branch, they came in at 33. So northern Michigan had some chilly temperatures, but we did see a little bit cooler temperatures in some sections of our immediate listening area. 56 is our projected high, 34 a projected low tonight. Sun will set this evening at 8:56, rise tomorrow morning at 6:09. And during the day tomorrow with sunshine, we'll have a southeast becoming a southerly breeze, but not real strong, 5, 6, 7, 8 miles per hour. That's going to be it for a good part of the day tomorrow, 70 degrees for a high. But then clouds will be increasing overnight. We're going to watch a low pressure system, which over the next 12 hours is going to be moving into the Mindak area, that area where you have the Dakotas and Minnesota borders meet. That is going to push a little bit further to the east, and it will be dragging a cold front along with it. So clouds will be increasing overnight and early tomorrow morning, a low of 46 tomorrow night. And during the day on Friday, clouds increasing as we go through the day, scattered showers around as the day goes on. 73 is our projected high on Friday, 46 for a low. We're looking for a little bit stronger winds as well. Southwest on Friday, gusting to right around 25 miles per hour, which kind of gives us a feel that we are going to see some shower activity around. What has happened is over the last couple of days, we've seen the development of that low pressure system and the cold front enhanced just a little bit. And what that means is the chance of precipitation is going to come quicker. It's still going to be widely scattered. We are going to see some areas that won't get any precipitation, but hopefully your back porch and your back 40 will pick up some rain. How much? It really doesn't look like a lot of rain. These scattered showers, maybe you get an isolated cell that could give you 3-4 tenths, but overall, a quarter to a half inch is probably the safest bet at this stage of the game, with more people seeing a quarter of an inch than they'll see a half inch. And that will take place on Friday, more than likely Friday afternoon and Friday night. The shower activity is going to taper off on Friday night. And then Saturday, I don't think we're going to get any rain on Saturday. I'm looking for partly cloudy skies. It's not going to be real warm, but it's going to be average. 69 is the average high. That's what I'm looking at, 69, 70 degrees for Saturday. Clear skies Saturday night, but no chance of frost, to upper 40s for a low on Saturday night. Then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, mostly sunny skies throughout that period, with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s during that time span of Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I'm going to stick with that below average precipitation trend all the way through really the end of the month, through the 30th. And the temperature trend is going to kick in right around the 22nd, above average through the remainder of the month of May. And I think we're going to see much above average temperatures during that period of time. Record high in this state, 89, set back in 1936. The record low, 32, set in 1983. And we could come close to breaking that record. Sun will set this evening at 8:56, rise tomorrow morning at 6:09. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, Cody Harris over at Star of the West. He's going to tell us why we saw a debacle on the Chicago Board of Trade as we concluded trade yesterday and what we're looking forward to so far today. He'll be coming along. Of course, Doug Klein will be joining us as well. But before we get to all of that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency, where they want you to be prepared, Mr. Farmer. It's called risk management, and it's all about protecting yourself against what Mother Nature might throw at you, and take advantage of the good things when Mother Nature decides to smile on you. Remember, they are licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. Their agents can be reached directly or on their cell for questions or emergencies. You can reach the office in downtown Reese if you want to as well, 989-868-4722. The Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. We say good morning to Cody Harris over at Star of the West. And Cody, a lot of folks licking their wounds after yesterday.
Yeah, and that, unfortunately, Terry, that pressure is definitely coming to the market here today as well. I'm definitely going to be the bearer of bad news here, this midweek report. Let's just get into it, I guess, get the bad news out of the way. We got cash wheat, that's down 28 cents here this morning, $5.85 on the white, $5.35 on the red. New crop wheat, that's also down 28, $5.95 on the white, $5.45 on the red. Looking over at cash corn, that's down 23 at $5.23, and new crop corn, that's going to be down 9 here this morning at $4.36. And then looking over at soybeans, cash soybeans are down 25 at $12.99, and new crop soybeans are down 18 at $11.24.
Sounds like we got a hornet's nest going on. What is happening?
Well, I will say we had some news break, Terry, within the hour, about an hour ago. Turkish President Erdogan, he had a televised speech, and he did release information that the Ukraine Black Sea grain deal has been extended 2 more months. So I think you're seeing a lot of risk being taken off the board, and kind of some good news as far as grain shipments in that part of the world here. So that's kind of what news has been driving the markets up kind of maybe the last week or so. But now with that grain deal finally, or at least like it's going to be extended 2 more months, market's really taking that as a sign of good news and really falling here very quickly here this morning.
And it doesn't seem to be just one or two of the commodities. I don't know who's getting bit hardest first, but everybody else is just following suit.
Exactly. It's definitely hurting the wheat market. It seems like more for that news. And then, kind of as of yesterday, what you're alluding to, kind of at the end of the day, we see that market kind of really fall as far as corn and soybeans. That just has to do with, we had some really good crop conditions report come out. In addition to that, planting is way ahead of schedule. I think we got 65% of corn in the ground, right around 49% of soybeans done. That's nationwide. I heard right here in the Saginaw Valley area. We're about maybe 90%. I'm hearing some talk, 90% done on corn, maybe that 50% or so done on soys. So planting progress is really moving forward. That's just kind of pressuring these markets, especially with some good weather here in the next couple of weeks as well. So that compounded with the news of this grain deal is really pressuring these markets today, Terry.
Boy, I guess. Cody, have a good day. All righty. We'll talk to you again soon.
Sounds good. Thank you, Terry.
You bet. More as far as what's going on. Over to Doug Klein we go at Oppenheimer. The market report brought to you by Thumb Bank and Trust, making agricultural loans since 1895. And the farming today continues to offer challenges that are very demanding. That's why Thumb Bank and Trust helps you stay up to date on industry trends and the trends of your operation. Thumb Bank and Trust now with 13 locations throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay region. Thumb Bank and Trust, where relationships are built on trust. And by Schaefer and Beerline, if you're ready to upgrade a new Ram truck for your family farm, now's the time to get that order in for the 1525 or 3500 at Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, the Great Lakes Bay Area's certified ag dealer. They specialize in all models of new Ram commercial trucks and vans. You can buy with confidence from Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth since 1852, where family and service sells cars. Well, Doug Klein, just another day in paradise, right?
Oh, boy.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, the trend is not our friend.
No.
At all.
We went down in blazing colors here.
Yeah, something like approaching a 2-year low in wheat, 1.5-year low in corn. That December contract under $5 now, that's not acting very pretty. And support somewhere, could be down, I don't want to even say it, but it could be down another 60, 70 cents if the momentum, continues to be our enemy, which momentum is definitely your enemy if you're on the wrong side of it. They've kind of got energy sort of stabilized, so crude's up a couple percent, gasoline and heating oil also, not justifying the pump prices, but slightly rebounding. Gold's kind of flattish, but platinum and copper both bounced up 1.5%, 2.5%, right in there. I saw a report on San Francisco real estate that said that there was one office building that sold. Some investment group owned it. It was on their books at $250 million, and I believe it sold for $67 million. So they took a rather large hit, something like 73% off their carrying price.
Sounds like they wanted to get out of there.
Mackerel. It's just billionaires trading punches. You make a little there, you lose a lot here. It's astronomical to me, the numbers that they push around. Of course, yesterday the debt ceiling was all in the headlines. It's gonna, Biden saying we're gonna crash the world with the debt ceiling, and then today McCarthy comes on and says there's no way we're gonna default, and so the stock market is up something like 0.5% today on a rebound. So, like I said, you never know. One day this way, one day that way. Hopefully we get a little rebound in the grains for tomorrow, but not today. Here's your numbers. The July corn, 557 3/4, down 23.5. December corn, 496, down 9.25. The July soybeans, 1338 3/4, down 25.25. November soybeans, 1189.5, down 17.5. The July wheat is 618 3/4, down 28.25, 3/4. And December wheat is 649, down 28. Crude oil 72.40, that's up $1.54. Heating oil is 240.84, up 4.5 cents. Gasoline 254.60, up 6.7 cents. Natural gas is 250, that's down 3.25 cents. Currencies: Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3460 at the border, that's down 22 ticks. The dollar buys 137.48 yen. That's up 111 ticks. And by the way, Japanese stocks hit a new high, and they said that was something like the high that was established in 1990. So that's how long they had to wait for their stock market to come back after their 1990 debacle. The euro's at 108.31. That's down 30 ticks, and the dollar's at 102.93. That's up 37 ticks. Gold's at $1983.40, down $9.60. Silver's $23.72, down 6.5 cents. Platinum's at $10.83.20, that's up 16.30. And then copper's $3.75, that's up 8.5 cents.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't. You say you don't know. I don't know
There,
at all.
the only thing you see is headlines once in a while. We'll trip a trade, and then the other thing is momentum, and momentum is so furious. I mean, it's just not. It's not even fun anymore. The computers take over and do it.
Yep. And
No
unfortunately, you lose more than you win sometimes.
Right.
Doug, have a good one, all right?
All right. See ya.
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. They are a Dairyland seed dealer carrying the full line of corn and soybean seed designed to get you a better harvest. And right now, they've got a good in-season supply of Enlist soybeans and hybrid alfalfa. Want more information? Not a problem. Justin Varner can take care of you over at Freeland Bean and Grain. Dairyland Seeds. Show me the yield. From your friends at Freeland Bean and Grain. Since 1983, where serving you is their business. We say good morning to Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Jerry, what should we be doing right now?
Terry, we're awfully dry out there, and a lot of the new seedings that anybody did touch up areas, or for that matter, new lawns or new larger areas, everybody's concerned that it's slow. Soil temps are now just peaking up in that 55 and 60 degree area where it's going to allow grass seed to germinate and catch up. it never seems to fail that when the grass turns green and people put seed in the soil, they go, well, how come the seed isn't growing yet? Seed needs warmer temps to germinate than grass does to grow. So that seems to be an issue. And then it also needs moisture. And gosh, we've been dry the last 2-3 weeks.
We've really been
And
dry. And it doesn't look, Jerry, like we're going to get a lot of rain, but we'll take whatever we can get right now.
Exactly. I'm looking at about a quarter inch on Friday, and that's just as much as that's great. We'd like an inch a week would be ideal. And those of you who have sprinkler systems, adjust them for an inch a week, not 20 minutes or not 30 minutes. Don't adjust your sprinklers by time. Figure out how much water comes out of the sprinklers and equate that to 1 inch of water per week.
There you go.
That'll be much more efficient. Yep.
Jerry, thank you. We'll talk to you again.
Yes,
Alrighty.
Terry.
Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Bill Webster with Nutrien Ag in a moment. Experience the most reliable RTK signal from PC Ag Solutions, compatible with most GPS receivers. Trade in your old radio or modem and get an affordable subscription through us. We have over 25 base station locations across the Lower Peninsula, and we're always looking to add more to our network. Discover more power, more accuracy, and more coverage with our 450 megahertz signal. Call us to learn more today. PC Ag Solutions, 989-868-4444. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. All you got to do is give them a call at 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. And by the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They can help with lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. Make them your hometown financial solution. Find out more by going to frankenmuthcu.org. Bill, good morning.
Good morning, Terry.
What should we be doing right now?
Well, finishing up planting this crop, we're going at a pretty good clip here because we are so dry. So we're going to get this thing finished pretty quickly. And I echo Jerry's concern about dryness. We could really use an inch of rain because we've got a lot of pre-merge herbicides that are not going to work well without getting some water on them.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, boy, I'll tell you, just anything to get a little bit of moisture goes along, especially warm moisture. We need that.
Right. Right.
Bill, you take care, all righty?
All righty, thanks.
You bet. Bill Webster over at Nutrien Ag. Chuck Cervinsky, Maple Hill Nursery in Midland. And I think, Chuck, you'll reiterate what everybody is saying. We do need a little bit of rain out there, don't we?
Oh, we do. It's so dry right now. But, the weather's been mild, and we are approaching mid-May, and garden season is here. And it's time to get those raised beds freshened up and ready to plant. You're going to want to freshen them up with VeggieDew 301, which is a product from Morgan Composting again. It's made with about 15 different organic ingredients. It provides just what plants need. It will produce fruits and vegetables with a better flavor also, and lots of them. The soil is weed-free, and it comes pre-mixed, real easy to use. And we have it here at the store in both 1 cubic foot bags and 1.5 yard super sacks for the larger gardens.
So all we got to do is stop by, and you can.
We'll show you how to do it with Dairy Dew products from Morgan Composting.
Chuck, you have a great day, okay? And incidentally, how's the outdoor furniture going?
It's going pretty good. These cooler days slow it down a little bit, but the minute it warms up, we're right back at it again. Lots of orders going out again today.
Boy, and if folks do want to order, the wait time isn't too bad right now, is it?
No, it's not. Polywood is 1 to 2 weeks. Alfresco Home about the same, so it's really quite quick right now.
Well, it sounds great. You take care. Have a great day. We'll talk to you on Friday, okay?
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
Chuck Cervinsky, Maple Hill Nursery over in Midland. Farm Service has been brought to you today by Krizak's House Family Restaurant. Got to supply the food for an event coming up, 989-894-5531. Krizak's House, corner of Cass and Michigan on Bay City's south side. We now conclude our program with a playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A royal scare in New York City.
Thank you so much for such a warm welcome.
Hours after Meghan Markle received an award from the Ms. Foundation, a spokesperson says she, her husband, Prince Harry, and her mother were involved in a terrifying ordeal involving photographers. Correspondent Vicki Barker.
A 2-hour near catastrophic car chase by paparazzi involving multiple near collisions. That's how Harry and Meghan's office describes what happened last night.
This is obviously deeply disturbing, and of course it will bring old fears back.
Royal biographer Richard Fitzwilliams, Harry's mother, Princess Diana, died in a car being chased by paparazzi in Paris in 1997. One reason Harry left the UK was to spare his wife the level of intrusion he still blames for his mother's death.
The New York Post says the trio ditched their SUV and jumped into a taxi to try to get away. Mayor Eric Adams spoke a few minutes ago.
The press, paparazzis, they want to get the right shot. They want to get the right story. But public safety must always be at the forefront.
President Biden spoke at the White House last hour on chances of reaching a deal with Republicans to head off a government debt default.
America is not a deadbeat nation. We pay our bills. The nation has never defaulted on its debt, and it never will.
He characterized talks with congressional Republicans as productive. Mr. Biden leaves for the G7 summit in Japan today. He'll cut short his trip and return Sunday in hopes of a debt deal before the June 1st deadline. The Supreme Court says Illinois' new law that bans the sale of certain semi-automatic guns and large-capacity magazines will remain in place for now. The High Court's denied an emergency request to challenge the law while justices debate the issue. CBS News has learned one of 3 Secret Service agents assigned to security outside National Advisor Jake Sullivan's home had gone on a bathroom break when an apparently drunken intruder broke in. Correspondent Catherine Herridge is in Washington.
Sources tell CBS News investigators are scouring grainy video that may show the intruder outside Sullivan's home. U.S. law enforcement officials confirm the man slipped past Secret Service agents and through the robust security system inside.
The intruder's not been identified or arrested. All 3 agents have been reassigned to desk jobs. The World Meteorological Organization is forecasting the highest temperatures on record over the next 5